we'll resume back the transformer stage after these commands. We'll try to understand how to make use of UNIX commands and also SQL. Later, we will resume back to the data stage, key stages. Okay. So what is UNIX and why we need this along with data stage? When we are working with files means .txt files or .csv files, .xlsx files, .html files, or .xml files. So when we are working with file systems, definitely we need Unix because we can't able to connect to someone's Windows machine, and that is not a secured way. So what is Windows machine and what is Unix is both are operating systems only. So we all know Windows machine, right? So this is my Windows 11 version, I hope. So we all know Windows. Windows is an operating system which is need to be installed post after having a machine. Likewise, any system, take any computer, a computer must have OS installed on it. So there are many OS available in the market like Windows, Unix, Linux, Ubuntu, Red Hat, etc. Like there are so many operating systems, but to connect to some files or to connect to some other system from our system, we will make use of these Unix commands. So we can able to connect to the other systems or other servers with the help of Unix commands, or what we simply do is we'll connect to the other system. In general, Unix or Linux systems are more secured when compared to Windows. Windows is a user-friendly OS, whereas Unix or Linux are for business purpose. Okay, so when we are talking about source systems, sources, we all know about ETL flow, right? The extraction part, or just recollect when we talk about data warehouse concepts, there we do have our sources residing on many sources. The source can be a database, the source can be a file, the source can be uh, an SAP system or a mainframe system. All these are nothing but a place where we can save a data at larger amounts. Okay. First, let me talk about sources. Then we will talk about operating systems. Then we will see how Unix commands are going to help us to deal with these files. Okay. So source is nothing but the place where we are saving our data at initial point. Okay. So say suppose someone has a company like ABC company. For this company, this is a business. Say this is a business. So this business need to save their customer data, right? Customer data. Business is going to have their products. So product data need to be handled, and sales data, how much of products are going at each and every location or so, and employee data. And so likewise, we do have different kinds of data, right? This ABC business storing their customer data, say suppose in papers. When they will save their data in papers, maybe around 1960s or so. So the same data, when it came to 1990s or 1980s, maybe they have saved in records. Okay. In 1990s, they might saved in computer. Okay. In 2000, they might use database. And 2010, files, database, SAP, mainframes, Snowflake, cloud. So all these are. So now I'm writing this data into an Excel file, right? So now I'm adding data into an Excel sheet. This is an Excel file. See here, it is an Excel file. So there are many types of files available like .txt files, which are nothing but text files. Text files, you all know, right? Daily we are writing our data into text files only. .csv files. So if I save this Excel sheet into comma delimited CSV, if I click on save as, I'll get an option like, if I click on save as, format you would to save this data. So here, instead of saving my data as an Excel, I can save comma delimited CSV. Here you can see few types of files as well. Excel workbook, binary workbook. Binary workbook will consume less amount of memory when compared to the workbook. Comma delimited CSV, XML file, web page, and text file, tab delimited text file, PDFs, PDF file, XPS document. So all these are couple of the types of files. We can save our data into files, right? When the source is in the form of files, then we call our source system as a file system. Okay. If the same data is saved in database means, so this is SQL Developer Database. Tomorrow I'll show you one, even you have all installed this Oracle, right? You might be provided with some credential saying like, if it is a Scott user, then Tiger is going to be the password, or if it is a system user, system is the password. So here, while we are connecting to an Oracle SQL Developer, this is also a database where we are going to have some tables in a structured format. Database is going to save large amounts of data when compared to the file system. Okay, it can able to save huge amount of data. That's why from file systems, everyone shifted to the databases. There are many types of databases available in the market. Those are DB2, Oracle, Teradata, PL/SQL, MySQL. What else? These are and ODBCR servers. Okay, so these are couple of the databases. Okay, DB2 is from IBM, Oracle is from IBM, MySQL is from Microsoft, Teradata is from Microsoft. I'm not sure from who provided this PL/SQL, but these are couple of the databases. And this is SAP system. SAP is also source system, but here the tables are constant. The table names are constant. If you would like to save your sales data, there are fixed table names which are available or which are maintained only for the purpose of saving sales data. If you do have customer data, then you can save the data of those customers into a specific tables. Like there are tables like Mara, the table names, these are table names, Maram, MBKE. So these are fixed tables in SAP ABAP. In SAP, again, we do have multiple segments. We will not go into that deeper level, but SAP is also a source system where we can able to save larger amounts of data. Mainframes is also one of the DB. Here, the GUI is in a command line prompt. We would need mainframe specific commands to work on mainframe database. Snowflake is also a database, but this is also a data warehouse as well. Clouds, so there are multiple clouds available like IBM Cloud, Azure Cloud from Microsoft, and AWS Cloud from AWS, Amazon, Google Cloud or GCP, Google Cloud Platform from Google. Likewise, many other cloud services are available. Even these are source systems. So in the interview, you will be asked like, what are all the source systems you have been worked so far? So we can tell any of these names. Okay, that means we have had experience how to deal with these sources, how to get data from these sources. So far, we have retrieved the data only from files, but from tomorrow we will see how to connect it to database so that we will understand this section as well. For SAP, I'll show the connectors and I'll show the details, but I could not able to show the connection because I do not have any SAP system. And for mainframes, all the mainframe data will come in episodic format. Okay, so mainframe data is going to be extracted in data stage using sequential file only, but we are going to mention there my file data is in EBCDIC format. And Snowflake, again, we can able to connect using database connectors. For cloud, in the newer versions of the data stage, we see the connectors to connect AWS S3 bucket or IBM Cloud or Azure. We can able to connect it to cloud as well from data stage. So I'll show the connectors from where we can able to make these source connections so that we can able to retrieve the data from all these varieties of sources. Okay, so this is a brief on sources. Now let's go to UNIX. So why we need UNIX? So whenever we are dealing with a file system, definitely we need the UNIX experience, because all the files are going to be resided on some machine, and all the business machines will use either Unix or Linux platforms for their OS. Definitely, then we need to have this UNIX experience, right? So that's the reason we need to learn UNIX as well. So this is an interface where we can make use of UNIX commands for practicing. Okay, you all have this mobile Xterm installed on your machines, and you know DOS commands, right? Before Windows machine, when we do have our schooling, that time we started our computer learning with MS DOS. I'm not sure how many of you know DOS, but initially we have DOS computers. Even in computer labs also, we try to use the commands, but not any uh, Windows machines. Okay. So similarly here also, to do any sort of activity, either creating a file or creating a directory, adding a file, adding content to the file, searching the number of lines in a file or number of columns in a file, all those things we are going to perform with the help of commands. Okay. So if it is a Windows machine, to create a folder, what we do a right click over here, and then we'll click on create folder. You all know, right, how to create a folder. So here we can click on new and then folder, which is going to be created a folder. Okay. Likewise, to do such operations, how we can able to perform those things in mobile, in Unix platform. Let's see. So I'm double clicking on this icon, which is going to open my Unix interface in real time. In the projects, we are going to provide it with a server, user ID, password, and port number. These are all the 4 things that we need. And here we are using mobile Xterm, right? But in general, we will use PuTTY as interface. I will show PuTTY as well. So there, while logging into any machine, so not to our machine, but we need to connect to the Unix server where the business have their data. That means we are connecting to some other server from our system. To do that connection, we need to give credentials, right? All those credentials will be provided by the team members. We just need to enter those details to connect to the Unix servers. Okay. After connecting, I'm opening local terminal. Okay. We'll get a screen like this, even on Unix as well. So to know on which directory we are, pwd is the command. So this is going to show us the directory name. PWD means present working directory. So PWD means present working directory. It will show in which particular path we are. So say suppose I am now where I am in cloud, Jansi personal, then into documents. This is my path. This is my complete path, right? So to get this particular directory in Unix, pwd is the command, which means present working directory. So here say suppose in documents, how many files do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 files are there, 3 folders are there, right? Let me try to show you in desktop itself. So to see the number of files, ls is the command. ls means list. ls means list, which is going to list all the files and folders which are available in this particular path. So at home and mobile extern, there are these three folders. Now I would like to move to this particular path, desktop. So cd is the command, which means change directory, cd desktop. Then see, now the path is changed to desktop. That means I changed my path from mobile extern to desktop. Okay, so this is my desktop, right? So here how many folders and how many files that I do have. To know that one, again ls is the command. So ls. See here I can able to see all the files and folders. There is this March folder. Blue color ones are folders. Green color ones are files. So all these are files and folders. Okay. Say suppose I would like to know the details of these files and folders. When this is created, what is the size of this particular document or so. Then ls-ltr is the command. ls means list, cd means change directory, pwd means present working directory. See, now I get all the list of the files that are available in my desktop, but with details like uh, who is the owner, what is the group, what is the size, when this file is created, and what is the file name. This is permissions. What is the permission given to this particular file? This permission I will try to explain later, because if we would like to change the permissions, then there is another command. But before going to that understanding, first we need to get what this permission is. Let's continue with the current discussion. So let me change to March. So cd March. Now what I'm doing on desktop, again I'm moving to March folder. Okay, now I'm again doing ls. So in March, how many uh, files that I do have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So total of 6 files are there. I would like to know when these files are created, what is the size of these files. Again ls space -ltr is the command. So now I can able to get the size of each of my file. So the first file is having size of 43008 KB. Likewise, this is the owner and this is the group. Hope you get till here. Let me write down the same. PWD is present working directory. LS is going to list the directories and files in the current path. ls space -ltr is going to list the files and directories including details. cd means change directory. So say suppose instead of desktop, I would like to, now we are on March, right? But I would directly jump to this path. So there is this mango files. Okay. I would directly change to this path. I'm not sure if we can able to change to this directory because this is on OneDrive. Let me pick some other directory. Okay. So let me change to this one. Now I am directly moving to Jansi test directory. I am on March directory. Then cd space, we need to provide that path. Right click and paste. Sometimes just right clicking will paste the content on UNIX systems. Let me copy the path again and paste over here. Okay. Here it is saying no such file or directory because it is in OneDrive. Let me pick some other one in documents. This PC, this PC, C. Okay, Zoom. Now I would like to move to this Zoom directory. Then I'm copying this path and here cd space paste. See, now I have moved to Zoom directory. So we can change the directory using cd command. Cd space path is going to help us to change the directory to the given path. Okay. To go back, cd space dot dot is the command. First, let me go to the this folder, this March folder. Cd space path. So now I am on March path. Okay. So I would like to go back one step. That means from March to, I would like to go back to desktop. Then cd space dot dot is the command. Then we will move one folder back. See, now I am on desktop. If I would like to move to mobile extern, then again I need to give cd space dot dot. Otherwise, say suppose now I am on March. I would directly jump to my home path. Then cd space this symbol, the symbol which I have given, is going to change the directory to the home path. What is the home path for this one is the mobile xterm is the home path. So see, now I can directly came to the mobile xterm. Say suppose now I'm in Zoom. Even from Zoom as well, I can directly come to home path just by giving cd space. See, now I am in Zoom path. Cd space, this symbol is going to change the directory to home path. Okay. So cd space path is going to change the directory. Cd means change directory. And cd space this one means change directory to home path. This we call as home path. Home path means once after login, it will go to a path, right? That path we call as home path. History is the command to see all the previous commands. If I click on history, I'll get all the commands that I have executed so far. So these are all the commands that I have executed so far. Okay. Then I would like to create a directory. Let's go back to desktop. Okay. On desktop, I would like to create a directory called hello. To create a directory, mkdir is the command. Mkdir means make directory. Mkdir space hello. The directory is created. Let me go back and see whether that is created or not. See here, hello is created. Okay. So mkdir is for creating a directory. mkdir space directory name should be here. Okay. Then I would like to create a file inside this hello. First, let me change to hello directory. So cd space hello. Now I am in hello directory. Here I would like to create 3 files. Okay. Say suppose file 1.txt, file 2.txt, and file 3.txt. Then to create a file, there are 3 different ways. One is touch. Touch is going to create a file with zero data, with no data. So touch space file 1.txt. The file is created. Let me show you. So we need to go back to desktop. hello. I'm opening hello. See, file 1.txt is created, but zero data is there. So touch command can be used to create files with no data. Create a blank file. Okay. Now, there is two other ways, right? The second way is cat space file. Okay. For using cat is a command which can able to create a file, which can able to add content to a file, which can also able to show the content of file. Okay. So cat space file 1.txt is going to show the data which is available in that file. There is no data available. Now I would like to add the data. Then cat greater than symbol file 1.txt. Now it is asking to add the data. I think good evening. Hope you are all doing well. So I'm done with writing it. Then how to get back from that particular editing mode is click on escape colon WQ. Click Control C. Let me see what is there in file 1.txt. See, when I do a cat space file 1.txt, it is showing the content which is available in my file. Okay, so this cat space greater than file1.txt is helping to add the data. Say suppose I would like to create a new file, then using cat command, then cat space two arrows file2.txt. So this is going to create a new file. Now do an ls. See, two files are created. File2.txt we created using a cat function. Okay, cat greater than file3.txt. Again, it is asking to add the content, hello, and control C. So after adding the data, to come back to normal position, we need to click on Control plus C. Okay. Now let me do an ls so that we can able to see all the files which are available in hello folder. ls. How many files are there? 3 files are there. I would like to see the content of file1.txt, file2.txt, and file3.txt. Then I can view the data using cat command again. Cat file1.txt. Okay. So touch and cat commands are helping in creating a file. Cat is going to help to edit the data and also add the data. Okay. To this particular hello is there in file3.txt, right? Now I would like to add some more data. Then cat space double arrow file3.txt. How are you? Control C. Now let me check what is there in file3.txt. So let's see, has not been added. It is overwritten. Let me recheck. Cat single arrow file3.txt.
Hello, Akka. Yeah, what's the difference between the function of single arrow and double arrow?
One is going to overwrite the content, other one is going to append the content. Append means it is adding the data to existing data. That is appending. Overwriting means it is going to remove the data which is available and newly adds the new content. That is the difference between single arrow and double arrow. That's what I would like to show you now. File3.txt. Here my second row is not adding to the file. Hello is not adding to the file. Cat. Just let me check. Cat space file3.txt. So what this has done is now my whole content is changed. Uh, there is also VI command where we can view the data in editing mode. There we can explicitly add the data in editing mode. Let me show you that. But to this cat, I will again explain, because see here everywhere it is overwriting the data. Even I give a single arrow, even I give a double arrow, it is overwriting the existing data. If we do not give either single arrow or double arrow, it is going to show the content. Okay. Let's see first file first, which is file1.txt, cat space file1.txt. So we see these things, right? It is showing, but I would like to open the file and do some changes. Then vi space file1.txt is the command. This is going to open my file in editing mode. So this is vi editor. To write content to this in this mode, first we need to click on I. I means insertion. Okay. Now I am clicking I in my keyboard, otherwise I could not insert anything. Once I clicked on I see this insert option at below. So we will see the action that we are doing at bottom of my page. Now I am going to use arrow marks to add the data or to delete the data. Okay, now I am deleting the last rows. I am using backspace to delete. So here, how you are all doing? Enter. By. So add something. I have been added 3 lines. I have removed something and I have added some more details. Now I would like to save this one and go back to my original mode, original UNIX mode there. So how to go back to our command line interfaces? Click on colon WQ. That means write and quit. So we need to do escape. Once I click on escape, the insert which is there, insert action which is there at bottom been gone. Then I would like to save this one. To save the data, we need to click on colon WQ. That means we are quitting this editor window after writing the data. And click on enter. Let me see the file again. It's still not changed. Let me go to VI editor mode again. File1.txt. So here it is asking already some changes are there. Would you like to edit anyway? So I am clicking on E because here it is asking to click on O to open read only mode, click on E to edit anyway, click on R to recover, quit to go back, abort to stop this operation. I am clicking E. See, now I go back to my original file. Now I am deleting these things. Now you are all this is try in your system. My system is not giving enter, so I'm clicking on enter and backspace. But after writing the things, so here I'm adding some more things. I have written some text over here. Okay, now I would like to save this one. As I told, escape colon WQ and enter. So it came back. Let me see the data again. Cat file1.txt. See, it has been given all the added data. So we can add the data. Say suppose I would go to VI, but somehow I did some mistakes. I don't want to do that save. Let me show you in Windows first. So say suppose I have opened this resume, which is Lakshmi Durga's resume. Okay, here I did some changes, but these are not correct. Okay, I did some changes which are not correct. Now I would retain the older version of my file. Then what I need to do, I should not do any save option. Directly I need to close this one. Then nothing will be saved. See, if I open, then nothing is going to be saved. I'm sorry, this is saved because it is on cloud again. But if we do not save the file, it will not save the content. Let me try in my local. The data is there in cloud. That's the reason. Let me take some file in my C directory. So this dump stack is there. Okay, I do not have permission to that file. Let me pick another one. So let me create a new file. It is only asking folder. Okay. So here I am creating a text document, Jansi, and to this Jansi, first I am giving some data, not this one. This is Jansi file. So I have added hi, hello. First I did added two things and I clicked on save. So now I do have hi and hello in my file. Let me open this one. Hi and hello is there. To this again I did added some more things. Okay. I did not save this data and directly I am closing this one. So here it is asking, do you want to save the changes? Don't save. Then the recent changes which I have added to the file is not going to change, right? Likewise, if we would like to implement the similar action in VI editor, then before we clicked on colon WQ, right? Colon Q is going to quit the file without writing anything or without writing any data. Let me show you that operation. VI space file1.txt is going to open my file in editing mode. So here it is asking, would you like to edit or open or recover or quit? I'm giving E option, which is nothing but editing mode. Okay, now I would like to add something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is not added. Okay, click on insert. Then insert means clicking on I. Okay, now I have written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I did written 1 to 9 numbers. After writing the things, I realized that I would not like to save this data. Okay, then we need to click on colon Q. Okay, escape colon Q. That means we are quitting the file without writing anything to it. Click on enter. So no write since last change. It is asking to confirm again. So yes. So to come out of the file, these are the two things as I told. Okay. VI is the command. Please do practice this command. So which is going to open the file contents in editor mode. Okay. Escape, which is nothing but ESC colon WQ. Writing the changes to the file. Escape colon Q. Quitting from VI editor without any changes. These are the two differences on VI command. Okay. So now I would like to see first line of my data. Head is the command. So HEAD, head is going to give first lines. Head space -1 space file1.txt is going to give first line of my data from file1. So in file1, what is the first line? Hi team. For example, I would like to see first two lines. Head space -2 space file1.txt is going to give first two lines of data. In a similar way, if I would like to see the last lines, tail is the command, tail-3 space file1.txt is going to give last three lines. So this is how we can able to get first and last lines. I would like to count the number of rows. Then wc space -l space file1.txt is the command. So here 7 is number of rows and this is the file name. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Total of 7 rows are there in file1.txt. That's where 7 came over here, 7 lines from file1.txt. Okay. Then I would like to count number of words. wc space -c space file1.txt is going to count the number of words. L means lines. Okay. So 132 words are there. 132 characters are there. C means characters from file1.txt. If we would like to get some help on these commands, help is the command. So here it is going to give details on the features of this particular UNIX version. Here it is giving help on mobile extern, but in our real-time projects, we are going to use UNIX, right? We will get help on UNIX commands. Okay. Find is another command to find the records. Say suppose I would like to know help. Let me explain find command now. My system is ready. responding slowly. That's the reason even though I keep on clicking enter, it is okay. So after VI, what are all the other commands that we have seen? Head, tail, and what else we have seen? WC-L, WC-C. Okay, why we need these things is sometimes in the files or while dealing with the file systems, first record is going to be header, right? So we would like to capture what are all the columns from that particular file. Then we can make use of this headline. The tail line is going to have trailer data. Many a times the files is going to have the number of records, the system details and other requirements in the requirement document. So say suppose I do have this data. Okay, how we are going to add the data in to a file is something like this. The header should be, this is, say suppose the project is from IBM claims data space header, sorry, header is going to come over here itself, HD space IBM claims data, then actual data, then trailer, number of records 7, and today's date 2024 March 27. Okay, we are going to get a requirement saying that I would like to have my header data like this and I would like to add trailer data like this. In between the actual data should be resided. So in the similar way, even while reading the data also, they will exclude these header and trailer parts. HDR means they are going to know this is a header line. TRL means they are going to know this is a trailer record. Okay, we are going to see these kind of things going forward while working on the scenario based jobs. That time I'll show you with a specific real time requirement so that you'll get to understand. But in general, we are going to add trailer and header records. Sometimes the body records is going to have data. D means data records. So all my data records is going to be something like this. D and followed by the data. D followed by data. Then if I would like to count the records from data, how I can able to do that operation is, first I will check whether my first character is D or not. Or else, if I would like to send this file to some other system in the same format, the first line must be header, the intermediate data must be data, and the last line must be trailer. Then what I'm going to do is, I'll funnel these three things and I will do a sequential funnel. We all know about sequential funnel, right? So I will combine this data in sequential funnel where my HDR data and the second link is going to add the actual data. The last link is going to add trailer data. Okay, I will show this one with a sample example in the next class. Tomorrow we will see database and then again we'll come back to Unix and we will try to see few sample scripts, how a simple Unix script is going to look like and how to write scripts also, and how to call these scripts from data stage environment. All those things we will see going forward. Okay, thank you.